What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome to your June 16th Daily Energy Report with Sun Soul TV, baby. Want to say one big up to my girl, Maru Matu of Sun Soul Astrology. Thank you for having me work with you. I always love doing this stuff with you, and I just always greatly appreciate it for your tutelage and mentorship and collaboration. And another big up to the Super Homie Squad, man, the Peace Dealer. Thank you so much. I love you guys. So what's going on with energy right now? Well, there's a lot going on, okay? Let's go ahead and pull up the chart here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We are at 26 degrees today of Gemini, all right? Now, this is significant because we are coming into this conjunction of the sun and the north node, and that just so happens to be the prequel to this solar eclipse that we're coming into not too far away. So and at the same time we have Mercury basically standing still in the sky and Venus just about standing still in the sky. And you know, when a planet is stationed retrograde or direct is when the energy is at its fullest and most powerful. So there's a lot of new energies that are sort of emerging, and we just came through this quincunx of this Pluto-Jupiter conjunction, and I mean, we're still in it, but now like it's sort of passed through the exact phase. So it's like we hit the pinnacle, and now it's like, you know, going away, and we're going to be getting the lessons and all the benefits from that very difficult energy, right? So, you know, thank God, awesome, yay! Finally, some good news coming our way. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the cosmos. Mars is still floating away from Neptune. That energy is still separating, so that like passionate or like slightly like animalistic animosity is starting to dissipate little by little. I'm not, you know, there's a lot of people, a lot of ascension symptoms, a lot of crazy stuff still going on, but it's at least starting to clear the way to these new higher vibrations. It's like, you know, we're almost like in this collective funhouse right now, right? Where you're not really sure. It's like all illusion and delusion. And when you're in a place like that, you more have to feel where you are. If you're standing and all these different mirrors are showing you all different reflections of yourself, everything is a mirror of you, okay? Now, when you're doing the work, which if you're watching this, you are most definitely doing the work, okay? Because you wouldn't resonate with it if you didn't. Then you are looking at each one of these mirror reflections and saying, okay, that part of it's not real. That part of it's not real. Okay, this is what this is trying to teach me. This is what that interaction is trying to teach me. That's what this person's trying to teach me. Everything is a mirror right now, all right? We are in the projection train going to Trigger Town, all right? Well, fuck, we're in like, you know, trigger country right now, really. And you know what? It's okay. Isn't it interesting that when you focus your energy in your mind on the positive things that are going on in life, then all the crap that you see on the news, it's almost like a different world. Like out here in Las Vegas, I'm not seeing all that crazy bullshit that they're talking about all over the world. Life is actually coming along really, really well. Feel the vibration raising, got great, amazing, beautiful friends like my Super Homie Squad and my opportunity community. Everything is growing. We're all learning and we're all coming together, right? I'm feeling passionate about my work. I get to work out again and everybody in there is healthy and, you know, feeling good again. We got to focus on these things because really, literally, we are creating where we're at, what we're thinking about. So this sun conjunct the North Node is a really big deal. Okay. Now I feel like right now it's like it's in an orb where it's starting to get close. It's not going to be exact for a few more days, but you know, between that and the solar eclipse coming up, which I'm sure Maru is going to speak about on her channel, you know, this is really like layers of bubbles popping, ancestral lineage, like karmic crap just going away, coming up to be released, to cleared. And we just went through a massive bubble popping with the whole Pluto and Jupiter being quincunx to the sun. Now the sun's coming up the North Node saying, hey, look, you're doing your thing and you're being true to yourself. You're going towards your North Node. You're building your community. You're building your family. You're finding your tribe. The universe, like, here's a gift for you. There we go. And while we're receiving these gifts, now Venus is going to station pretty soon, okay? you keep going with trust and faith towards the North Node, because the North Node requires a massive amount of trust and faith, right? The South Node is all about the world stuff, all the crap that's going on all around the world, okay? And yes, maybe some of it's going on, maybe it's not, but there's so much misinformation, so much disinformation, so many lies, so much deception. Why put all your energy into the South Node? Okay, while it's all clearing out, let's all shift our focus onto the North Node, okay, where all this positive stuff is. And then guess what? Universe is going to have another surprise for you once Venus comes direct next week. That's when the love, the money, the relationships, like this could be past life soulmates, twin flames reuniting, people having these spiritual awakenings and realizations. Oh my God, I'm meant to be with you. Let's create a healthy relationship. We've made it past the depth of the really intense part of the tests. Okay, we're going to be getting some really positive stuff coming in here because we've been doing the work. And look, sometimes it feels like, you know, it's like, good Lord, it's all work. Are we ever going to be able to get some positive stuff? You know, and there is positive things going on. A big part of that is your perception, right? An attitude of gratitude is my longitude and latitude. All right, write that down. When you have an attitude of gratitude and you feel it, you bring people around you that feel that gratitude, that feel that love, all right? That familial love, that friendship love, that love that you can trust, and you know that your friends are going to have your back. There's transparency. You can, all these intuitive empaths, indigos, starseeds, everyone's coming together because we're being drawn to each other like magnets right now, okay? So it's so, so important. I cannot stress enough. Pound on the ground, whatever. Follow your intuitive gut guidance. Follow the North Node. So what do I mean when I say follow the North Node? Okay, because that's where all the gifts are coming right now. Follow the North Node at 29 degrees of Gemini. That is community. That is communicating how you feel authentically. Okay, that does not mean arguing and bitching and talking shit and gossiping. That means speaking from the heart. All right, speaking your truth. All right, creating community. All right, being cerebral, being active, getting to know people. All right, bring in, you know that when you meet someone, you look at me in the eye, be like, yeah, I'm feeling you, right? We connect. I got you. You know, namaste. My soul recognizes your soul. The light in me honors the light in you. That's all what we're doing with the North Node here. Okay, and pretty soon, you know, Venus is going to also you know, gift us with some kind of gift, whether it be an insight, whether it be someone coming back or someone new from a past life coming back, or something is coming through with Venus. And that's going to increase our self-worth and self-confidence. It's going to increase our connectivity within our relationships. It's going to increase, it's going to deepen the depth of our relationships with other people. Okay. All these things are coming around. Now, with that being said, okay, we do have Mercury basically station about to go retrograde here in a couple days, 2 days. And, you know, this is like, okay, you're getting a gift. Now you're going to have to go over the emotional part of that gift. It's like almost like, holy crap. This person just came back into my life and oh my God, okay, we cannot make the same mistake, or I do not want to make the same mistake. And Mercury is going to go retrograde to say, okay, now we gave you this gift. Now you have to know how to take responsibility to step in the future. And the solar eclipse is coming in to really wipe the slate away. I don't want to say clean because it's not necessarily dirty, okay? But wipe the slate from the past. This is a brand new start because it is right on the ecliptic, okay? And this is all about our true desires. We're really going to be able to see, especially because the North Node is literally right there. Okay, we're going to be able to see, you know, what we desire. We're going to get clarity in our emotional body. What do we want to feel? What do we want to see? And it's going to be very internal because Mercury will be retrograde. All right. So right now we also have Saturn at 0 degrees, which is of course a very powerful number. 0 degrees is the void space, right? And this is the 0 degrees of Aquarius. This is where it's all going down. We've had multiple conjunctions here, and we're going to have the one that I really feel is going to be the defining point of this next chapter of evolution of humanity is going to be the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in December, right, at 0 degrees of Aquarius. We're really bringing in this next level of the Aquarian age. Okay, so it's sitting here now. So we're going to be getting a deeper level aspect. We're going to be getting more downloads from that Saturnian type energy within, okay, about stepping into that new, you know, like it's going to be work. It's going to be intense. We got to really step up into our power. If we allow our internal victim, our internal saboteur, our internal wounded child, our internal prostitute to take over, which a lot of people we see out there in the world, they're feeding on our internal survival archetype. So we need to make sure that we're being the conscious observer of our own mind. And when we get triggered like that, right now, like school is in session, guys. All right. School is in session to face our triggers. This is what the work is. The trigger is the way. So the universe is we're all in school right now. Some people are failing miserably and some people are doing really well. It's not a competition. But the point is that we have to be aware that the world is our teacher right now. The universe is our teacher. It always is, but right now we're like in a PhD program and we're in finals. We're like, oh shit, I gotta make sure I pass this. We are the ones that we are aware, and we are the ones that are creating this new world. So start looking out for those downloads and those epiphanies, those ideas of what you want to do. There's so many people getting so many downloads right now and so much ideas. Okay, now we are still in this eclipse season. Okay, we're still right in the middle of it because we're having 3 eclipses. The last one will be on July 5th in Capricorn, and that will cap off that 18-month cycle of the Capricorn Cancer nodal axis. Okay, so we're still right in the middle of it. All right, so it's not over, but we just went through a lot of really difficult, tough, transits. Now we're at least with the sun, which is our, most fundamental energy, is giving us a little gift like, all right, hoorah, this is great. Good job, guys. Keep going. Now, also today, the moon will be transiting Taurus, which the moon is exalted in Taurus, right? Grounded. It knows what it wants. We're getting it done. And it's going to be conjuncting Uranus. So this could make us want to do some new things, have some new creative ideas, get out there and, try things, Uranus in my, I have an Aquarius moon. So this Uranian energy I'm very familiar with, and it takes a lot of maturity to be able to, and a lot of trust to be able to really work with it. Okay. Because these insights come in some very unorthodox ways, and it's hard to know what you want to like trust or how you want to like really go forward into it. So, it's important to really have the courage and the strength to trust what doesn't logically make sense. If it feels right, that's what makes sense. Trust what you feel and continue to go through it. All right. So now we also have Neptune and Mars. Of course, Mars is now at 23 degrees, speeding right through to the end of Pisces. And so that interaction is now embedded within us, right? So now this dis or misinformation, it's going to start taking on a different form, okay? Because Neptune is now sort of left to its own advance. So we got like this big push, this big thrush of this energy of like, what the fuck is going on? And now it's like, okay, it is what it is. Let's move forward, okay? And then as Mars comes into Aries, and then Mars is going to basically be in Aries for the next 6 months. That's when it's like, let's take charge, let's make things happen, let's go forward. This could be good if you have good emotional self-control and good, for any Aries out there is going to be great because Mars rules Aries. But again, as long as you have good emotional control. If you do not, or if you're in some kind of, if you're not aware of yourself or being the conscious observer of yourself, this can turn into like people wanting to fight and, do more of the crap that's going on out there. But we're not going to feed that. We're going to stay here with the good, with the good stuff, and take that energy and use it passionately. There's a very big, not a very big, but there's a very distinct difference between obsession and a burning desire to do something, right? Obsession has like a negative connotation to it. It's like obsessive compulsive disorder, right? Like you don't have control over your mind when you're obsessed. A deep burning desire, you have control and you're guiding and you're tunneling or channeling the energy into what you want. So we want to make sure we make that distinction, okay? Because that energy is very powerful right now. And whatever we're channeling our energy into is manifesting very, very quickly. It's going to keep coming quicker and quicker and quicker. So make sure you pay attention to all that, okay? So, yeah, all right. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the, so the numerology for 26 degrees of Gemini, all right? We have a cave with carved walls. It is an ancient temple, a constant reminder of what exists in other time frames, but is missing from the now. You are secretly living in future and past to an extraordinary extent. What is in there speaks eloquently. The world voices of the now fall on deaf ears, distracted elsewhere, elusive, remote, inhabiting the inner mind and lost to the outer mind. You're in a poised verge where ultimately and essentially makes sense in the reverse mirror image of what everybody says and thinks. The minority of one keeping the balance intact. So like I was talking about the funhouse, I'm really feeling this whole funhouse analogy, right? This funhouse we're all in right now. And the ones that are really staying inwardly focused are almost like if you ever seen like the movie, what's that, Bloodsport, you know, with Van Damme back in the day, you know, when they were doing, you know, like the old school, like Muay Thai training, and they were basically trained to be a ninja, right? Where he's blindfolded and he's serving, you know, like he's hyper tuning himself to his other senses, basically learning to be in a meditative state 24/7. Now, of course, we're not all going to be like that. All right. However, energetically, we're all coming into a place where we are hyper attuning to our five senses. Now, some people's senses are going to be different than others. Some people's sense of touch will be more sensitive than their sense of taste. And, you know, and furthermore, okay, as these get hypersensitive, our extrasensory perceptions will also become more aware and heightened. Okay. So as this process evolves, we're going to change. We're going to feel different things. We're going to learn different things. We're going to know different things. The key is that as we grow into this, it requires a level of trust and faith that we're going to have to grow into. Okay. So for today, all right, we have this guiding pillar of light that we're coming into. I'm sure you guys can feel it, right? Like the density is sort of like letting off a little bit. And we're coming into this pillar of opportunity, of love, of higher vibration, of knowing what we individually need to do next for the collective. So, and it's going to continue to get stronger and stronger each day until this, you know, this threshold that is a solar eclipse. And I will let Maru jump way more into that. But for now, be ready to have a very unconventional day, especially with the moon conjuncting over to Uranus. And, you know, expect epiphanies, expect things to be a little bit lighter, expect things to start, you know, expect to like get some ideas of like projects or things or people or situations. Like you can almost feel like, you know, what's coming, right? You know, it's coming along and you just have to trust. And the key is not to get attached to that feeling. Okay. Just allow it to go through you. And almost like a little kid being excited for Christmas. Okay. I wonder what I'm going to get. All right. What's the universe going to give me? You don't know. But whatever it is that you do get, whether it's an insight, whether it's someone that you really want to be with, whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's a new project that you want to start, you know, be grateful for what it is that you get. And then, of course, that next step or that next thing is going to come with its own sets of challenges, opportunities, obstacles, and whatnot. And this is where we just got to continue the process. Okay. So I hope that you guys resonate with this. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. And if you would like a reading from me, you can go to spiritualbodybuilder.com. Please feel free to download my free ebook, Decoding the Language of the Human Body, on my website, and check out my opportunity community. And other than that, Maru, I love you, babe. Thank you very much. You're awesome. My soul fam, super homie squad. Let's keep it going. And I'll see you guys on the next report. Peace.